Welcome to another episode of Playoff Path to Playoffs. New Orleans Saints 5-5. New Orleans Saints facing Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a rivalry game. 3. Can they win?
Kamara Drive-In. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, fresh off a big performance a week ago, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium. So this
Welcome to another path to the playoffs. 5-5 Saints are going to be facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Texans.
After the interception, it's Love. Flushed out, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. Something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Out of the gun, Luck. Flush to his right. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Love. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll they'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Good job, D. That's right.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the red zone now, Locke. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily.
I can't believe you cannot make.
In this case, he's honing in on his targets and he's delivering.
They got Teddy Bridgewater now, so
However, they drew it up for this first.
accurate
Takes it
quarterback.
across and into the end zone.
I'm kind of
Touchdown,
disappointed.
Saints. Alvin Kamara,
You gonna go to
his
somewhere
6th
else.
touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it
I don't know
enough.
why these quarterbacks don't team that's consistently be good all year round.
So
And then they
we're
go
in the
to some
final
other place,
minute
start
now
playing
of
like
the
an
first
actual
half
pro.
as this offense gets ready to take over.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call
They
it,
got him.
7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
I think he holds on to the ball too long. Yeah, that. He doesn't know how to get the
Throwing
ball.
on 2nd and 3. Luck. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Look, he's going all the way.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Past 1,000 yards.
Well, that's a heck of a response.
Because he's my favorite target. He's always open.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
I got you. I got you.
Luck on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch.
We're going to make some substitution here. I want to get my character some playing time here. He's not terrible. He's engaging to get some.
Didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the 50, it's Love. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, Locke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Running with Kamara. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
first down, it's Love. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Love. And this is Cook with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets, and they trail that one to the visiting Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who are out in front. Keenan Allen up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. In our game, it was Andrew Luck who had the hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
It looks like
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here is Andrew Luck, the focus of our player spotlight. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
lazy. Time. Yeah, ball out there, and this time we got to score. We got to score.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now a first down throw. Love. Into double
Oh my
coverage, and
goodness,
it's
you
intercepted.
sorry bastards.
Picked off by
Fucking
Will
trouble.
Parks. And this will have been returned
Totally
to right
missed the
around
damn
the 38-yard
ball
line.
all together.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Totally missed the target.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Referee got me cheating. I was always calling fucking holding all the damn time.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Best game.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Locke escaping the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they... Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Locke. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second.
Get the lead. Get the lead. Then they tie the game up. This game.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Love. High throw, but the catch is made. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Again, it's Kamara. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's Locke. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
All the way down.
Now Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Oh, we got to run the clock.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And, it's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Out of the gun, Luck. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
We're actually begging for a touchdown all game.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for New Orleans, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8, and they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.